Teddy, Major League Baseball opening day today actually, I should say across the league now, even though we saw like a little, fake opening day about a week ago. Should be a lot of fun, but the Sweet 16 also in action. But one league, Teddy, that we're going to take a look today real quick, have a couple snippets on taking a standing 8 count. The Alliance of American Football saying, please, NFL Players Union, help us out here. We need your help. Are they going to get it, Teddy?
Yeah, that didn't take long, did it? 8 weeks in. Of course, this is week 8 this weekend. So we've only had, it's really 7 weeks in to the season. The chairman, Tom Dundon, the former agent, who's saying, if the players union is not going to give us young players, we can't be a developmental league. We're looking at our options, one of which is discontinuing the league. The AAF, their game plan was, well, we want unsigned NFL players. We want practice squad players. But to do that, they need the NFL Players Association cooperation, which they haven't gotten. Now they're saying, oh, well, we haven't gotten the cooperation. Let's shut it down. May happen. We'll have to see if this league survives. But we've seen this already with how many different football leagues where they can't make it out of the first season? Give you a hint. Set expectations a little bit lower, and you might have more of a chance of making a fledgling league into a real league that survives for more than 1 year.
Teddy, I got a question for you on this because it's always interesting, the topic that comes up, because, a lot of people are under the appearance that the NFL should help out because it's a minor league system. It can only make the NFL better. The only time the NFL really dipped into something like this was the NFL Europe or World League, whatever they called it. Remember the Rhine Fire and all those teams? That league folded up. But there has to be, from upper level management, the owners in the NFL, good reason why they're not helping these fledgling type football teams. Because if you remember back in the 80s when the whole USFL, Donald Trump, he was going to run the USFL right up against the NFL. Do they look at it, Teddy, as almost like a competitive advantage not to help them out? And if these leagues go away, better for the NFL?
Probably. When you think about what the NFL, again, the NFL is the ultimate in hypocrisy. They're going to say one thing and really mean another. They've been doing it since the existence of the NFL, particularly when it comes to gambling topics. But when it comes to a topic like this, why doesn't the NFL help this league? The NFL doesn't need to help anyone. The NFL is the behemoth. They're the 900-pound gorilla when it comes to sports leagues in the United States. So why would they want to help anyone? Why would they want to help another league get going? Why would they want football year-round? When you're the king of the hill, it doesn't make sense to help your, in theory, competitors, even if they are developing your players. The NFL's fine at developing their own players, as we found out post-NFL Europe.
Yeah, I think we're all set in our ways as well, Teddy. Obviously being handicappers, sports fans, the NFL, I love the NFL and I love football, but there's so much you're geared up to from, the offseason with the draft, heading into OTAs, heading into, training camp and preseason games, then the long season in the Super Bowl. It's nice to refresh and get ready for another season when they're trying to get this football league going right in the spring, when we always look forward to, Teddy, NBA, NCAA action, on in the Major League Baseball. Just the way the seasons are, it's hard to break the model. Many have tried, many have failed, and a lot more will continue to do so. But Teddy, it's opening day Thursday. Only one team left. Can you believe it, Teddy? We went through the entire lineup, and we're left with the San Francisco Giants. 2018 record, 73-89. The Giants sitting on a 100-1 ticket to win the 2019 World Series. The win total, this should set off a little bit of alarms there of a season or not, 72.5. Outfield, Slater, Duggar, Williamson. Infield, a little bit older, but they're going to lean on that infield, more veterans. You have the veteran presence there at the corners with Buster Posey behind the plate. Obviously, Crawford and Panic. Decent infield, decent catching situation, but a veteran staff that's going to need to stay healthy in order to help them through. And let's not forget also, Teddy, a much improved NL West as well.
Yeah, it sure is. And, of course, this being the 30th of 30 MLB teams, we got them all done before opening day, or on opening day, which today is. We'll do the same thing in the NFL. Throughout May and into June, after the draft, we'll be going through all 32 NFL teams one at a time, giving you something to sink your teeth into over the hot summer months before the NFL starts. When it comes to the San Francisco Giants, look, I don't have a lot of upside on this team. They are old. They got really old last year. They were 22 games under 500 after the All-Star break last year. Down the stretch was a disaster. And now a team with, new GM in Farhan Zaidi from the former Dodgers GM. You brought in a bunch of veterans last year that didn't really pay off. Evan Longoria was a disaster. They got 4 more years on his contract. Buster Posey coming back from hip surgery. They got issues at closer, in the bullpen. I've got a lot of concerns about San Francisco. On paper, they look old, they look slow, and yeah, the starting staff is going to attract some significant betting attention. Look at Mad Bum. He's going to take money. Suarez was a guy that people liked last year. Rodriguez is a guy that certainly has the upside that everyone's talking about right now. So not only the Giants a bad team on paper, you're going to be asked to lay a price with some of these starters. To me, San Fran, the number 1 bet against team in the NL West.